to do it.
I guess my last dire question, because I guess I have the hard questions.
I can ask a question now. But I'm letting you do it.
You know, I'm gonna ask my last question. Coach Berry, the baseball coach's contract is expiring. So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like they have to make regionals? Do you feel like they have to make the World Series for him to get an extension, or do you feel like he has done so much for the community already, and he's already attached himself to the media? You know, as myself and as Wilson, you know, he already attached himself to us. Do you feel like he deserves the extension already?
I feel like Coach Berry is going to be our baseball coach for a long, long time, and I'm looking forward to working with him as long as I'm the athletic director at Southern Miss.
That's a good answer because I like Coach Berry.
Oh yeah, he's a wonderful guy. So this question I want to ask you, McGillis, like, this should have been asked first because some people really don't know exactly what you do. I mean, if you go around campus asking people, you know, do you know Bill McGillis? We don't know who Bill McGillis is. So I want you to be able to tell the listeners what you actually do on a day-to-day basis, because some people just genuinely do not know.
Well, we've got 360 plus student athletes and 16, 17 sports, and it's really the administration of the whole program. It's I think the single most important thing I can do and do is identify the right people to surround our student athletes, coaches and staff. That's the most important thing. And I think we've done a good job of that. And then it's everything else that flows from that. It's revenue generation responsibilities, it's compliance responsibilities, it's inspiring people. It's a combination of leadership and management of what's a $25 million enterprise. And so there's a lot to it. And we've got 100 employees, give or take a few. And it takes a lot of people. I'm just one guy. And
I can tell you what, you said you asked a lot of students who Mr. McGillis was. I promise you, if you ask any athlete on this campus, they're going to be able to tell you who he is.
Exactly.
Because as an athletic director, he is phenomenal. Goes above and beyond. He is not just the $25 million enterprise. He is a player's boss. He is a player's fan. He's a player's friend. A coach's dream. So I can tell you that. So I don't know what the I guess your average student thinks of Mr. McGillis, but I can tell you what the athletic department thinks of him, and that's a whole lot.
Thank you. I'd say the other thing is that I don't want to be the face of the program.
Right.
I'm great with Todd Munkin, Wendy Hogue, Doc Sadler, Joy Lee McNellis being the faces of the program. And administratively, we want to provide the best student athlete experience we can, support our coaches, and have a model Division I athletics program.
All right. Do you have any other intriguing questions, Julius, before we let them go?
Do you guys think we're going to win this Saturday? Against LA Tech, and how do you feel like our women's team is going to go in the tournament and even to the NCAA tournament?
Go ahead, Coach.
I feel like, well, let me talk about basketball. I feel like every time
Whoa,
Joy Lee and
we got a
those
little
girls
passionate.
Oh yeah, she had to get a thousand.
I feel like every time they're on that court, they got a chance to win. No matter who's suited up in that other uniform, they are exciting to watch. That's a fun team. So yeah.
Now I've got to interrupt. The big problem for the Hogue family is the decision her daughter has to make when
Yes.
the softball team and the
It's
women's
true.
basketball team play at the same time.
Wow.
Oh.
Because she loves them both.
She is. She actually, my little girl is 11, and she's a huge softball, basketball fan. But she is that Coach Joy Lee has won her over, and those girls they just make her feel apart when she's there. And she actually turned down going with me on our first road trip
Oh.
because she could not miss that
Man.
Thursday night ball
Whoa.
game. So my husband's wonderful. He got up early the next morning and they drove over. So she got to stay and watch our Lady Eagles play.
Big fan.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be a great weekend on campus. We've got a lot of events. We've got UT San Antonio here, as we've talked about, in softball, and Louisiana Tech and Southern Miss and women's basketball is a great matchup tomorrow. La Tech is in the first year under Pat Summitt's son is now the head coach, and I think he's 24, 25
He's
years
24,
old.
24.
Years
Mhm.
old, and really promising young coach, doing a great job in year one. So I think that's going to be fun at 4 o'clock there. And then we've got the Oakland A's coming in this weekend. Somehow, I don't know how Scott Berry pulled that off, but or maybe it's just Oakland. Oakland's in town. this weekend, and I think that's going to be fun too. So I think we'll get some victories this weekend, no doubt.
Okay, we would like to thank you guys for coming on the show
I
today.
appreciate it so much.
And
Oh,
if y'all
thanks so
ever
much
want
for
to come
having
back and give us a surprise visit, we will be glad to have that as well.
Wilton,
Julius,
I'd be happy to come visit with you.
Hey,
anytime.
that's fine. We
Wow.
can talk off the radio. I mean, it doesn't even matter. We can have a genuine conversation.
Julius, come on, you got to come up with some tougher questions next time, man. That was Cupcake City.
Well, like I said, I mean, I really appreciate you guys coming on.